Okay, so as we mentioned, in other cases you might end up with a crack like this where we have a big star break and it radiates out into the field of the glass. It's also good to have a crack expander. Occasionally it might help. In this crack we have a tight area, so I've got it on the inside. You can either position it close to where you're going to do the termination hole or over the actual impact area, maybe just over there. We're going to use our drill. With the tapered drill bit, we're going to put it on 1 or 2, and you see I put a little mark here that's about 1/4 of an inch out from the end of the long crack. So I'm just going to drill at an angle, like so, into that mark, and kind of lifting and tapping, just like we show in our drilling video. And you'll want to get about 1/8 or 1/16 in there. And then we'll take our microfracturing probe, put the tip into, let me wipe that off so you can see what we're doing there, and give it a little tap. See, we've got a nice little bullseye. That bullseye then connects our long crack repair to that. So now all we have to do is set up with 2 injectors, a Zoom Injector here and a Zoom Injector here, and then we're going to use the same technique we showed you in the other video. Okay, so we have a Zoom Injector on our initial break and one on the impact point. So then we just follow the normal techniques where we pull a quick vacuum and inject on this end. Do the same thing on this end. 15 seconds or so. As it starts to flow, we'll do it one more time on this end as well. Should we have a good seal there. And then you'll see the resin start to flow. And once you see the resin start to flow, then we'll take our film tabs. Take some film tabs. And we'll measure it out again, just like we did in the other version. 2, looks like maybe 3 film tabs should do it. And we're gonna lay a bead of resin on the outside, that crack weld resin on the outside there, right up to butt up against the injector, and then another one here. And then a third and final one. If we need to cut it, we can cut it. Third one there. Like so. Now we're going to use the massaging technique on the inside. Alright, so now our crack is filled and everything looks pretty good. So we've just done the massaging on the inside, we've backed off the pressure on the crack expander, and we're just going to remove some pressure from this lower impact point there where we did the little bullseye. We're going to actually remove it completely this time. We're going to use a little film tab and a little drop of pit filler on that point right there, just to seal that up. And then we're going to cure this entire crack that floats into the middle of the windshield with the impact point with our ProCure XL. So we're going to turn it on, and we're going to slide it over the whole crack, position it so that those wide feet won't press on the crack area. Super versatile as far as where it can be positioned, as you can see here. And then we're going to start it up by pressing a little button there to start our curing process. Okay, so we'll remove our ProCure XL, pop it off, then we'll remove our injector. Now in some cases you might want to use the included foot from the ProCure XL. You can just thread that into the insert. There's one on each end of the XL, here and here. And that will help you in situations where you're on a weird incline in the glass. If you prefer, you can use that and it will help to keep the light really nice and level. It's not necessary. You'll get plenty of curing power even without it, but you can certainly use that if you choose. So we've completely filled the star break that radiated all the way down with a crack, all the way down about 6 to 7 inches. Looks really good. We used the 2 injectors, a small drill hole here, and the same technique we showed you in both videos with the film tabs, the massaging, and of course the ProCure XL.